have our unboxing of the Stoger Coach Gun that we got from the Sportsman's Warehouse Doorbuster Black Friday sale. And this is the carton it comes in. And it's kind of strange. It comes packaged, it looks like a little plastic tray with a lid on it. So here's the lid, and I guess it does kind of lock in there. Okay, so you take the lid off the tray. And we have a warranty card, a manual. You know, they keep the moisture packet outside of the barrel with this. And everything is wrapped in paper, so we have our barrel. And I'm going to place this back in there with our little Stoger logo on there. I believe that pops right off. That's so when you put it in a display rack, they can see Stoger, so don't need that while we shoot it. So barrel, I'll set it over. Up in here is the forend. That's wrapped in plastic. There we go. And then the lower end of the gun. There we are. So that's how it's all packed up. Alright, I'm going to go put the box and stuff away, and we'll get back and take a look at this gun. We have the gun out, I got it cleaned up, and now we're going to look at the barrel itself. Okay, side by side, and of course we're going to figure out what the chokes are. Because everyone's going to ask, hey, what are the chokes? So I'm going to zoom in on this area, and hopefully we will be able to see the serial numbers, and there are markings just like with any side-by-side on the shotgun. Now remember, this is upside down, so this is the right barrel, this is the left barrel. Let me see if I can zoom in on these markings. Okay, so on the barrel, if you look at this one right where my finger's going, right there, you'll see there's there's four. Which one am I on? Okay, I'm on this one here. This is the left barrel, okay, and the way the camera can see it, there are three markings right here. There's three of these hex marks or whatever. And then when you go here on the right barrel, there are four of these marks. That usually is a code telling you the choke of the guns or the barrels. The choke, the restriction. And here's all your serial numbers and all this other fun stuff down here. So what do these mean? We got 3 of them on one barrel and 4 on the other. Well, we'll go take our calipers and we will measure the barrels. Alright, we have our dial calipers. They're just about zeroed. Let me get it clean here. Okay, they're zeroed. And we're just going to, measure the inside, get a rough idea. Now, cylinder is 729,000 skeet, 719. Improved cylinder, 716, and modified, 705. So we're going to go with where we have the 3 hash marks, which should be the tighter choke. Okay, and I'm getting roughly 711 thousandths. So improved cylinder is 716, and modified is supposed to be 705. So this is falling in between, and it's about equally in between. So we're going to call that a modified choke, okay? And it's kind of trying to get this, yeah, we're going to call it 710, we're going to call it modified. Now the one with the 4 marks, that's 721. So 721, 729 is cylinder, and that's with the hammerhead. 719, so we're going to call it skeet. This is a little bit tighter than wide open, okay, by about 8 thousandths. So there's a mild, slight choke on this. If it had 5 marks, which some of the screw and adjustable chokes usually have 5 hash marks, that will be cylinder. So 4 makes it a skeet, and then the 3, they probably don't, they might call it cylinder. They may call this cylinder bore, according to them, and then it would be improved cylinder, and then 705 or 710 modified. So let's say we got cylinder on one side and modified on the other. So that's how you could kind of look at it. It's not exact, but then again, a gun of this quality, you know, and price range, it ain't going to be precision. All right, before we're done with our barrel here, whenever you open one of these shotguns, you notice a little stiff. When I used to compete and trap, it was all with break action shotguns. So I have some Owens hinge pin lube here, and this does make a difference. And this isn't just a plain lithium grease or something. This here is pretty well refined, and it does work. So what you would do is the 2 areas, which is going to be where the wedge latches in here, and this rounded section here, where it's round, that's where that pin in action, this barrel rotates on. So you just get a little bit of this lube, not much, and I apply this every time I clean the gun. You put some of that in there, okay, there, and you also put it on the bearing surfaces here where you could see it's already been moved just a little bit with a Q-tip. That's all I do, and that does, it will make a difference when you go to break the action. This stuff is good. It's expensive, but it's pretty good. All right, so now we're going to set the barrel aside. We're going to look at the receiver and some of the markings and talk about it. Now, on the receiver, I don't know if you can see it, it says Stoger Coach Gun here. And then when we go on the bottom, all right, it will say it's got the serial number, and it does say made in Brazil. I don't know if you can see that down on the bottom, made in Brazil. And then there is a R.E. Amento or something. Must be the importer's name. Because the curious thing about these guns is when I go to the Stoger website and look under the Coach guns, a model like this with a black finish and synthetic stock and all that stuff doesn't exist. I can't find it in the listing. Everything, there is one that has a wooden stock that is finished black with this similar black, whatever this finish is. Not blued. They have walnut and blued guns, but they start getting up into $450. Now the flyer said the regular price on this was $300, and I could not find this model with, you know, a synthetic stock and the 2 triggers. It also makes a difference because you get some of these Coach guns with a single trigger that's a more complex mechanism, and it'll be expensive, and so on and so forth. So this is kind of a little bit of an unusual gun. And I think that's why you find these being discounted out. Kentucky gun guy, he had one $264, and he said it's the lowest price on the internet, and it kind of was, because Palmetto State Armory had one for $269. So this was pretty much the lowest, like I said, the lowest price I can get on them. So those are the receiver stampings, and it's kind of a hollow, just like our cheap Turkish shotguns, with somewhat soft rubber recoil pad, but hollow synthetic stock on here. And also, where the safety thing is here, there's an S you can barely see. It's not painted or nothing. There's a little S half covered by the safety sleeve that automatically sets when you open it. And when you push it up, there's nothing. There isn't an F or fire or any indication there. So, you know, that could be confusing to some people if you don't realize push it up. And with no visual indicator being a red or white dot or something, I kind of don't like that. You should have a visual indicator. The S should be white and there should be a little red dot. And when you push this up into the fire position, you should be able to visually see something red that tells you red is dead, the safety's off. So that's another curious thing. All right, let's get the gun together and we'll talk about it a little more. Now, the manual does tell you how to assemble and disassemble the gun. For those of you that are not familiar with a break action type shotgun, they're all about the same, be it an over and under or side by side. You know, you go and find where your little round latch is, you hook it in there and just close it. Okay? Then usually your forestock has some sort of device. You either pull it out like a little lever and it unlocks this and locks onto this part here. This one you push down. So you get it in there, and actually I think all you got to do with this one is snap it up. And there we go. Ooh, yeah, that hinge lube. That hinge lube makes a difference. Look at that. That sucker breaks right open. Okay, my wife was having trouble. You had to push. We had it the other day. So now, oh yeah. So that's a trick for you, to hinge lube on this. Okay. The barrel is marked. I'll just read it to you. Stoger Incorporated, Akron, whatever, Maryland. And it does say on the other side, chambered Coach 12 gauge 3-inch chambers. So this is a 3-inch chambered gun. It would be extremely unpleasant, I believe, to fire any 3-inch in this with this hollowed out synthetic stock. Wooden stock may absorb more of the recoil. This here, not a good thing. Now, how does the gun work? Oh, I almost forgot the sights. I'm going to edit this in. There are no rail mounts. There's nothing to put on there. This is just traditional. A brass bead, and you look down the rail, just like all the old shotguns. That's about it. And all you do is see the bead on there, that brass bead, and it's just like the old-fashioned shotguns. A lot of shotguns, that's the way it was. They have a rib, even a vent rib with just a bead on the end. And that's it. There's no provision or no way on this particular model to mount like a red dot or a light or something. So, you know, if you're one of the people that feel that a device like that is necessary on your firearm, that may be a factor in not buying this. I do not know if there are any type of aftermarket things you can mount on here or not. But if that is a problem, you should consider a different model fire. When it comes to the two triggers, okay? So when you break the action, it automatically slides down. On a safe, you can see a little less, you have to push it forward. Now, usually the standard thing with two triggers is the forward trigger will fire the right barrel, which is also the barrel with the largest choke or the least amount of choke, the less constriction. The idea is when you're hunting, when a bird gets flushed up, you'd hit this one with the improved cylinder to have a spread, and if you missed and the bird is flying away, now the second trigger fires the modified choke, making your pattern a little tighter as the bird gets off in distance. Or if you see a bird, you know, that is off in the distance, let me cock this again. There we go. Say you are seeing a bird off in the distance, then the reverse is you pull the back with the tighter choke, pull the front trigger with the more wide open choke, which is pretty good. Now, one thing, like I said, the reason the two triggers is on the more you'll find the price difference. The mechanism with the single trigger, which you pull once, would go with this. Pull twice would set off the other barrel. Some mechanisms you can switch that. I don't know if you can do that with the other Coach guns. I know on Baikals, the Remington Spartans, you could on some of them. So that's another thing. But the really neat thing with double triggers is, if you got the nerve, you put your fingers in both triggers just like this. Stand fast, and you can actually pull them, oh, got safety on. Pull both at once. That's where the saying, giving them both barrels, comes from. Comes from having these double triggers. So that's about it, guys. Let me draw back here. For what we paid for it, we'll take it out and shoot it, see how it patterns, see how it works. And already I had somebody tell me that the firing pins will mushroom or deform. So we'll see that. We'll see if that happens. But that's our first look at it and unboxing. Pretty neat little gun. So we're going to take it out here and give it a whirl. So hit the like button, subscribe, and stay tuned.